Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Yes, let me share this. As you're coming in, please keep sharing, share, and share to 15 people. Thank you for joining. I'm sharing. I can't even see who just joined. Oh, Tim, thank you for joining. Carlos, thank you for joining. Sugar Sukari, thank you for joining. Please help share as you're joining. Help share this live video. Help share. Help share as you're joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Mer. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, thank you for joining. Thank you, Instagram. Yes, I have people from different platforms today, from Instagram, from the Facebook, and on YouTube. Then the TikTok people. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you. Thank you, Muturayo Mustafa. Thank you for joining. Can you please help share this video? Help share this video. Martin, thank you for joining. We're starting almost immediately. Just hang in there. Thank you so much. Tasha, thank you for joining. You are highly welcome today. Thank you. How are you all doing? Today? I'm sure you're doing great. Can you put in the chat room how your day has been? How has your day been? I'm sure very good. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Big Joe. Thank you, Angelico. Thank you, Blossom. Thank you for joining. You're welcome. Yes, thank you for the likes. Thank you for joining and thank you for the likes. Yes, thank you. Like I said earlier on, streaming on 4 different platforms today. I'm so excited. Technology has actually done a lot of good. It has done more good than harm to us. And so we have to really make the best of it. We need to use the technology to our advantage. Thank you all for joining. We're taking off right away. Happy new month, everybody. Today is the first day in the month of July. This is the beginning of the second half of the year, and it's so amazing that we are all still here. We should be thankful. For being alive. Yes, thank you for the likes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So today we have a very wonderful topic. Today we're talking about our prosperity and our health. Prosperity and health, especially in a season like this, in a time like this. That should be our priority. Your prosperity and your health. Your prosperity and your health. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you. I hope, okay. I am trying to see, please, if you can see me on the different platforms, just send hi. If you can see me on Instagram, you can see me on TikTok, you can see me on YouTube. Just send a hi, just say hi. Say hi. I want to be sure that all the platforms are working properly. I want to be sure they are working properly. So if you can see me, say hi, hi, hi. Can you see me on TikTok? Say hi if you can see me on. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Adebola Blossom. You can see me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we're taking off right away. And today's topic, like I said, is about our prosperity and our health. At such a time as this, we need to be very, we need to take seriously. Thank you, Christelle. Thank you, Bride. Thank you for joining. We need to take our health very seriously. It is very important that we take our health seriously, and that is what we are looking at today. We're going to take a little break from, for some time now we've been talking about the 9 pillars of health. Well, this still has to do with the 9 pillars of health, but we are just going to just switch a little bit because today is the beginning of a new month, and it also happens to be the beginning of the second quarter of second half of this year. So we need to do something different. We need to plan this half of the year, and we need to get the best of it. So we're looking at our prosperity and our health. So I am going to show us the connection. I want you to see the connection. Thank you, Siranina. Thank you so much. I hope I called the name properly. Just forgive me if I didn't call that name properly. Forgive me. I will learn to do it better next time. So let's start right away. So we're going to look at the vital connection between our prosperity and our health. Our prosperity and our health. When we talk about prosperity, many of us have a myopic understanding of what prosperity is. We think prosperity in terms of money. We think prosperity in terms of money, and in actual sense, it is money. It has to do with money, but it has to do much more than money. It has to do much more than money. It's not just about money. When we say prosperity, it's the totality of your life. And when you talk about health, just like the World Health Organization defined health as not necessarily the absence of disease, but it is a complete well-being. A complete well-being comprises of your mental health, your emotional health, your financial health, everything health. So when we're looking at prosperity also, we're looking at how you prosper all round, not just financial prosperity. So as I take off today, I want to say thank you to you all for joining me today. And let me introduce myself once again. I am Coach Lola, and I have a mandate. And that mandate is to tell you that the wish of God for you is that you have prosperity and health. So that is exactly what I'm doing today. So the vital connection between prosperity and health. In today's fast-paced world, achieving both of them happen to be like an utopia, something that cannot be achieved. But I want to tell you that we can actually achieve these two things. It looks like a daunting task, but it is possible if we take it one step at a time, if we don't rush into it, and we actually understand what we need to do to get both running and working. So, however, the two of them, these two aspects of life are deeply interconnected. So when we are prosperous, we have more energy. That is amazing. It is amazing. When we are prosperous, we have more energy because it's like something is fueling your energy because you have money. At times they say money cannot buy everything, but at times when you have money, you have this confidence that you can actually buy the whole world. So that is something about money. So when you are prosperous, and like I said, it's not just about money. When you are okay in the sense that you are where you desire to be, you are meeting your goals. So when you are prosperous, we are often we sort of, it's like it's a resource to you. You feel that, oh, I have something I can invest. I can invest into my health. I can use this money to invest into my health. I can use this time. When you're prosperous, at times you have more time. You have time freedom, you have money freedom, you have social freedom. So you can invest into your health. And when we are healthy, we also have energy and capacity to pursue our goals and achieve prosperity. That is why I always tell people that health is everything. Health is everything. It is not just wealth. Some people will tell you that health is wealth, but I tell people that health is everything, because when you lose your health, you lose virtually everything. So, as we enter into the second half of this year, it is a perfect time for us to set new and healthy goals. We need to set new healthy goals. We need to look at how we can improve on our health, how we can work on our prosperity, how to make things better for us. It doesn't matter what you achieved in the first half of the year. Everybody always wants to do better. Everybody always wants something better. You want to be able to achieve something better. You want to have, probably in the first half of the year, you were able to move from 0 to 5. So in the second half of the year, you want to be able to move from 5 to 10. You want to be able to pat yourself on the back and tell yourself that all my goals in the year 2024, you were able to achieve, or at least you were able to achieve like 80% or 90% of them. Everybody always wants that. So this is a time that we need to really sit down and set a new goal and look into the things that we did or that we didn't do rightly, the things we did rightly in the first half of the year and how we can improve of them. So we need to set healthy goals that will encompass both our physical well-being and our financial stability. You want to be able, especially in this time of inflation, in this time of recession, you want to be able to set a goal for yourself that will ensure that you are comfortable financially, that will ensure that you are comfortable in all areas of your life. So we want to ensure that we set goals that will encompass your physical well-being and your financial stability. So here is why and how we can take steps towards healthier and more prosperous life. We're going to look at some things that we can do, how we can actually harness the benefits of goal setting to achieve all the things that we want to achieve in our health and prosperity goals. So the synergy of prosperity and health, financial stability and health access. Financial prosperity allows us to afford better health care. If you are financially prosperous, you will be able to access healthcare, quality one. You will be able to access quality healthcare. You will be able to access nutritious food. Take, for instance, nowadays, most of the organic food are more expensive than the inorganic ones. And if you are looking at being able to live healthier by consuming organic food, you want to be able to build your financial strength so that you will be able to afford what you actually desire, what you want to eat. You don't want to eat the inorganic food, you want to eat the organic food. So you are looking at how you can better access healthcare, how you can better access and afford nutritious food. You want to look at some fitness programs. You want to sign up at some gyms, which are not cheap. Signing up at gyms is not cheap now. So you want to be able to access some fitness programs. You want to be able to hire a fitness coach. You want to be able to hire a fitness coach or a health coach. And all these things are not cheap nowadays. But if you're not financially stable, you will not be able to do all this. And when you look at nutritious food, better health care, you look at your fitness programs, wellness activities, all these will help you to maintain a life of health, a good, healthy life, healthy lifestyle. So if you're not able to access all these things, if you cannot afford all these things, it's going to lead to frustration. So this access to resources helps us in maintaining and improving our health. The second thing I want us to look at here is health as a foundation for prosperity. I told you that health is everything. It is not just wealth. They tell you health is wealth, but health is everything. So let's look at health as a foundation for prosperity. Good health is critical in assessing, or let me reframe it. Good health is a critical asset that will enable us to work more efficiently. If you are healthy, you will not think about, oh, I am tired, I cannot go to work. You'll be able to go and work, you'll be able to do your business, you'll be able to do a lot of things. So it will enable you to work more efficiently, to enable you to pursue your ambition. When you are down, it doesn't matter all the dreams, all the ambitions that you have. When you are down, you cannot do anything. You cannot achieve them. So we need to work hard. We need to work hard. We will get there. How we'll be able to set healthy goals to be able to achieve a healthy lifestyle and to be able to achieve a financial stable life or a prosperous life. So conversely, good health practices such as regular exercises and a balanced diet can improve our health and help us manage stress more efficiently. The next thing I want us to look at, thank you for the like, thank you, Pauline, thank you, Komel, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So let's look at stress reduction. Stress reduction. Financial stability can significantly reduce stress. I told us on Friday when I had the live, when we were talking about stress management, that one of the things that actually stress us, one of the things that bring about chronic stress is financial difficulties. Financial difficulties. But when you are financially strong, when you are prosperous, you discover that it will reduce stress for you because you have a lot of things planned out. You have a lot of things covered. You have your bills taken. You don't have to think about, oh, how am I going to pay this bill? How am I going to do this? This is majorly the reason for stress in many people's lives. But if we're able to shut that door and ensure that we put ourselves in a position where you are prosperous and you can afford everything that you want at whatever time. So this is very essential. So this will help us when we look at stress reduction. Financial stability can significantly reduce stress, which is a major factor in many health issues. Conversely, good health practices such as regular exercises and balanced diets can improve your mental health. It can also help to manage stress more effectively. Let's look at productivity and performance. Productivity and performance. Healthy individuals tend to be more productive and they perform better. They perform better in their personal and professional lives than people who are not healthy. So this will increase your productivity and it can lead to a greater opportunity for financial growth and career advancement. If you are on top in your health, or if you are, let me put it like this, I always say your health is off the roof. Your health is up there. So if you got your health at your fingertips, you are in charge, you are in control, and you are good, you discover that it's going to show forth in what you do. It's going to show forth at your job. It's going to show forth in your business. It's going to show forth in the pursuit of your career. And that is going to be easier for you to be promoted. If you are doing very well at level A, then probably somebody will look at you, your boss might look at you and say, oh, if you can do this well at this level, then I can give you some more responsibility. But if every time, thank you, Tosin, thank you for joining, thank you, tips and tricks. So if every time you're always taking you're taking leave, or you're calling out, you're calling in that you're not going to be able to come to work, you're going to see your physician, you're going to see your doctor, you're down today, you are down tomorrow, you discover that when there is an opportunity for promotion, they're not going to think about you. Nobody's going to think about you. They're going to think you're going to be a burden on this job. You're going to be a burden because you're not always healthy. You're not always available. Every time they need you to do something, you have one excuse or the other. Oh, you are sick today. You are sick tomorrow. You have sick off today, sick off tomorrow. So it will affect your productivity. It will affect your the opportunities the opportunities that are going to be open to you for career advancement. So now let's look at how we can set healthy goals for a prosperous second half of the year. This is the second half of the year, and just like I said at the beginning, that I welcome you to the second half of this year. This is July, the 7th month in the year 2024. What do you want to achieve? Where are you now? And where do you want to be? By the end of this year, you would have gone another 6 months. Where do you want to be? What are the things you are doing now that you feel you should be able to do better? What are the things you are not doing now that you want to do? You need to first assess where you are, and now think about where you want to be. Let's look at our financial goals. Firstly, look at our financial goals. Budgeting is a big one. Budgeting, creating a realistic budget that helps you to manage your expenses and save for the future will help. I was in church yesterday, and the man of God asked a question. Our pastor asked a question. As he said, if anything happens to you now, let's be real, and I don't mind if we get some comments there. If something happens to you now, we're not praying that evil will happen, and you lose your job. Something happens, you lose your job, not necessarily because you were not good on the job. What if something happens to the employment, something happens to the company, and they need to downsize, and you are asked to go? Do you have something you can fall back on? That is a food for thought for all of us. What are you going to fall back on? Do you have a savings to fall back on? Do you make all and eat all? Do you think about tomorrow? Or do you think about, oh, let me just finish up what I have today. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Tomorrow is going to shock you, because tomorrow is not a human being. Tomorrow doesn't have senses. You are the one that God has given wisdom to. He has given you senses. He has given you the opportunity to be able to plan for your life and budget. That, okay, I'm not going to make all and eat all. You will be shocked that if you save $1 every day, every day is even too much. If you save $1 every month, you will be shocked at what that will be in the next 12 months. It might look so little, but at the end of 12 months, if you take that $12, you don't know what that is going to happen, what you can be able to do with that. It might be so little. And now if you now increase it to $2, $3, or $4 every month, every week, every day, depending on how much you can set aside, how do you think your December 31st, 2024 will be? What do you think it will look like? You will be able to say, oh, I think I have some savings somewhere. I have some savings somewhere. You know, somebody said, okay, the first day you save $1 for the next 1 week. Then the next week, increase it to $2 and keep saving for the next 1 week. The next week, we have 52 weeks in a year. If you start with $1 every day and save for the next 1 week, increase it to $2 by the second week and increase it. Let's see what is going to happen by the end of 52 weeks. If you can do that math quickly, you can do that math and put the figure there. You see what is going to happen at the end of 12 months or at the end of the remaining 6 months of this year. So savings, or I mean budgeting. We're still going to savings, budgeting. So use apps or tools that make it simple for you. They simplify budgeting, they simplify tracking your finances. You track your finances. When you form the habit of tracking, you'll be able to identify the expenses that you make that are really not necessary. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kamel. Thank you, Kamel McDonald. Thank you for the love. Thank you so much. Thank you, Blossom. I see the love. Thank you so much. So let's move on. Let's move on now. So, savings and investment. Aim to save a portion of your income regularly. Don't make all and eat all. You're shooting yourself on the leg if you do that. Form the habit of saving a portion, probably 10%. 10%, even if it is as little as, you can start with as little as 5%, and you can scale up with time. You can scale up with time. So, savings and investment, aim to save a portion of your income regularly. Consider investing in low risk options to grow your wealth over time. Somebody said that, how do you know the difference between the rich, the middle class, and the lower class? Said the lower class are always thinking about making money for bills. You want to make money to pay bills. Just make money and pay bills. And the higher class are always thinking about, oh, I want to make money to invest. They want to get money to invest and make their money birth more money to work for them. So I think I can't I can't remember. I just remember that clip now that I saw that clip. So I'm going to put it in the chat, in the comments later. The actual, I'll put the link there so that you can see that video. It will help you. When I saw it, I said, wow, this is a good one. We all need to see it. So, debt management. How do you manage your debt? Many a times we all may not be able to help it. We all fall into one debt or the other. Debt of credit cards, debt of something you cannot help. Probably you had a financial challenge, there was a health issue that you needed help from somebody, and you had to go borrow some money, and you got some money. You have to think about paying the money back. So it's a debt on your part, whether it's on your credit card, or you did maybe a co-funding thing and some people raised money for you to start a project or something. It is a debt. It is a debt that you need to pay back. So, debt management. So, develop a plan to pay off any existing debt. Reducing debts can alleviate financial stress and improve your credit score. I don't know how you feel when you meet somebody, probably you're owing somebody some money, and you just come in contact that person, you just see that person, your heart will just be like a skip. You'll be like your heart will skip a beat. Will skip a beat because you are seeing that person, because, oh my God, I am still owing this person this much. So it has a way of affecting us. It has a way of putting some pressures on us. So it can reduce your financial stress if you start paying down your debt. Make arrangements with your debtors that, okay, I don't have that bulk of money to pay at once, but I can be paying gradually. I can be paying in installments. Just bring it down to as much as you can afford. And I am, I want to assure you that they do that a lot. They do that very well for you here in the US, because they're going to ask you that, okay, how much do you have to pay monthly? So just tell them how much you can afford monthly, and they are going to make that program with you. They're going to put you on that payment plan so that you'll be paying as much as will not affect your daily living, because you must live, you must also survive, you must also eat, you must also do some other things. So you pay your debt as it is convenient for you, but ensure that you make a plan so that it will reduce your stress. It will alleviate your stress completely and improve your credit score. When you have a good credit score, you can actually do a lot of things without your own money. In a place like this, you may not be able to achieve so much without having a very good credit score. You cannot buy a car, you cannot buy a house, you cannot do some projects. So for you to have access to all these things, you must be able to have a good credit score. And this happens by you paying your debt just gradually, as much as you can. The next thing, we want to look at health goals. We have looked at financial goals. Let's look at health goals now. So, balanced diet. Focus on eating. Thank you for joining, Makefra. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So balanced diet. Focus on eating a balanced diet that is rich in fruits and vegetables, lean protein, and whole grains. Avoid processed food and sugary drinks. I don't know why many of us don't like to drink water. Make water your best friend. So avoid sugary drinks and also avoid processed food. When you take in too much of processed food, it's like the nutrients in it have been processed out, and it will take your system more time to break down the food. To take it more time to break down the food. So ensure that you include lean protein. Fruits will help you to improve things that are high in fiber. Make sure you incorporate them into your diet, like all grains. They are high in fiber. So that's very key that you incorporate those healthy meals, healthy items in your food. The next thing is regular exercise. Regular exercise. Incorporate physical activities into your daily routine, whether it is a brisk walk, yoga, or gym session. You don't really have to go to gym, but if you know that you may not be able to do your exercise on your own, register in a gym. You're not going to go to gym and sit down. When you see people exercising, it will challenge you, it will motivate you to also want to exercise. So if you need to register at a gym for you to get your exercise done, please go ahead and do it. And many have this notion that exercise has to be 1 hour, 2 hours, 10 hours. Please, I always tell people that consistency is the most important aspect of exercise. If all you can is 10 minutes every day, make it a point of duty to exercise every day instead of doing 5 hours in one day, maybe 5 hours once a week or 5 hours once a month. If you do 10 minutes every day, you will have a better result than somebody that will just do 5 hours at a go, just at a stretch. So consistency is the word here, is the key word here. You can do some brisk walk, just do for 10 minutes. You can do jumping jacks, 10 minutes, do some, stop, do again, rest, do again until your 10 minutes is complete. You can do jogging on the spot, or you can just take a walk, a brisk walk. So when you incorporate all these things in your exercises, you can do yoga. Yoga incorporates all of this into it. Yoga does strength training, it does cardio, it does everything all together. It does stretching. You stretch your muscles. Oh, thank you. There's a comment here. Thank you, Kamel. Say, but ma, it's hard to look healthy when you are on an exercise routine and not feeding well. Yeah, it depends on what you mean by feeding well. I get what you're saying, and that is key. That is why everything has to be balanced. It has to be balanced. You have to make sure that you are on an exercise routine and you feed well. When we talk about feeding well has nothing to do with quantity of what you eat. It is all about the quality of what you are eating. It's not the quantity. In fact, it is not advisable for you to eat too much. Because when you eat too much, as in the size of the food now, when you eat too much, it will take your digestive system a longer time to digest the food. And this will make you to retain more toxins because you're not going to pass out waste as much as you should because you have excess there. But if you eat little but quality, your gut will absorb the nutrients into your bloodstream and you'll be able to get the best of what you are eating, not the size now, but the quality. So at times you see somebody might eat a bulky food, and the person will still not be glowing. The person will not look good because it is not about the quantity of food you eat, but the quality of food that you are eating. I hope I answered your question. And when we talk about exercise routine, you're not going for an Olympic. You're not going for Olympic. All you are doing is just to make sure that your heart pumps blood. You exercise your heart. You ensure that your muscles are exercised, your bones are exercised, your joints are exercised, because this helps it helps your cognitive function because it helps to pump blood into your brain, which will make you to function better, to help your memory, it will help your cognitive function. So all these things are very important. I don't know if I answered your question. If not, you can just put the chart there and I will look at it. So regular exercise will boost both your physical and your mental health. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. To boost both your physical and your mental health. So now let's look at mental well-being. We still remember we're looking at our health goals now. So mental well-being, you need to learn to practice mindfulness. What is mindfulness? I always explain mindfulness in this simple way. Mindfulness is being present at the present. You are mindful of where you are. You're not worried about where you want to be. You acknowledge the present. As at today, I am weighing 300 pounds. And even if you want to lose if you want to lose maybe 10 pounds or 20 pounds out of these 200 pounds, that cannot happen today. It will take a process. So you need to go about accepting today, being in sync with today. That is, you are being mindful of today. Then it will remove you from the stress of having to think of, oh, how do I achieve this? Being mindful of the present. This is you today. This is where you are today. This is where your finances are today. This is where your health is today. And for it to improve, you need to take a process. You need to move from one level to another point. So until you move from that level to another point, by the things you do and the things you don't do, by your actions and your inactions, by the time you make that move, then that will be in the future. But as of today, this is where you are. And you have to accept it. You have to love it. You have to be in sync with it. If you don't accept it, if you are not in sync with it, it's going to affect you. It's going to give you stress. You're just going to get fagged out by thinking about, oh, how can I achieve this? When in actual sense, you just have to embrace the now, being mindful of where you are today. Then the next thing for your mental well-being is meditation. What is meditation? Meditation is like communing with your being in tune with your person and being in tune with your creator. Being in tune with your creator. You must have a relationship with your creator, with your God. We're not talking about religion here, but you know that everybody knows that there is a superpower that is behind our existence. It is the pillar of our lives. So if we acknowledge that, then we now communicate with him. Simply put, it can be maybe like a worship. It can be a moment of worship. Just worship your creator. It can be a moment of just listening to your creator. It can be a moment of just soaking yourself in the beauty, in creation. You know, at times when I go out and I see some beautiful things. Thank you, Gigi, for joining. So when I see some beautiful things, it takes my attention back to the power behind the creation. It takes my attention back to the creator. Because when I see something, I say, oh, there has to be a power behind this. Have you seen those birds? Have you seen those beautiful flowers? When they bloom, you look at them that, oh my God, you wish they're going to stay like that forever. Have you thought about how a child is formed in the womb? Just soaking yourself in nature. That is meditation. When you meditate, you see a bigger you because you see yourself inside your creator, and you know that with you being inside your creator, you can achieve anything and everything. It will give you some level of peace. It will give you some level of peace of mind. Remember, we are talking about mental health, mental well-being. That is how you can get the best of your mental well-being. The first thing we talked about is practice mindfulness. Accept the now. Don't kill yourself over what is here now, but focus on yourself now. And the next thing is meditation. Focus on your creator, relationship with your maker. Then, when you have focused on relationship with your maker, now search your inside or look around you. The things around you will point towards the backbone, will point towards that power that holds us all together. So meditation is very good in your mental health. It will help you to be strong. It will help you to be confident. It will help you to be able to take the world. It will help you to manage stress because you know that you are not alone. Like a songwriter says, I get back, I know they walk alone. That's Orenze, Victoria Orenze. She said, I walk with God the Father, walk with God the Son, I walk with God the Spirit. Three of them join, I get back, Yeah, I know they walk alone. What about you? I know that I don't walk alone. I have this superpower behind me. I have this superpower behind me. So you discover that when you get into this kind of shape, it helps you to be calm. You know, you are confident that tomorrow will be better. You know, you are confident that you can take the whole world. You are confident that you may be like this today, but tomorrow you are going to get to where you really want to be. So meditation will help us. The next thing is we look at other relaxation techniques to maintain your mental health. Some people might like to take breaks. If you're fagged out, take a break. You are the architect of your life. You know how you are feeling. If you need to take a break, take a break. If you are feeling stressed, take a break. If somebody is making things difficult around you, take a break from the person. Friendship is by choice. It's by choice, not by force. So if somebody around you is making life difficult for you, take a break from that person. Set boundaries. Another thing you can do is engage in some activities that will take your mind off stress. You can engage in singing, in dancing. You can engage in knitting. You can engage in sewing. You can engage in painting, things that will take your mind off stress, things that will help you to really be in tune with the present. So all those things will help you. So taking breaks, then ensuring adequate sleep are also very crucial. They are crucial to our health. They are crucial to our health. So we're going to look at tips with which we can stay on track. There are some tips that with some tips we can use to stay, that will help us to stay on track. I'm trying to share this live again with few friends. They can join us at any time. They can still have a lot to learn. So I'm just sharing. Yes. So we're moving on. We're moving on to tips to stay on track. The things that will help us to stay on track. The first thing here, many of us want to stay on track. We all have, at the beginning of the year, we all have New Year, new resolutions. But what happens is just, I think some people will try and keep it for like a week. They will be able to keep their resolutions for like 1 week. I need to grab my water now. I needed that. So, tips to stay on track. So, like I said, that at the beginning of the year, many of us set resolutions, New Year, new resolutions, and we look at those things that, oh, I'm going to smash this goal this year. But I give some people for 2 weeks. I give them some 2 weeks. I give them some very strong-minded people, very strong-willed people. I'll be able to run it until like probably let me say 1 month. I'll be able to do like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, but they will not let the energy will start to fade. The enthusiasm will start to die down. It start to die down. Now I'm going to give us some tips that will help us to stay on track. Because in actual fact, everybody wants to be able to set their goals and run with it to achieve it. So let's see how we can do that. The first thing is set SMART goals. Set SMART goals. When you set SMART goals, this remaining half of the year, you will be able to achieve those goals. Even if you don't achieve those goals, you would have left where you are. You would have moved some steps forward in achieving your goal. You would have left from point 1 to point 3, or from point 3 to point 6, or from point 6 to point 10. So the first is set SMART goals. SMART goals. We know SMART. That is talking about your goals must be specific. They must be measurable. When we say specific goals, set specific goals. Where do you want to be? I want to lose 10 pounds. That is a SMART goals by the end of this year. Your goal is specific weight loss. Measurable is the next one. Then 10 pounds. 10 pounds. So you want to set specific goals. You want to set measurable goals. You want to set achievable goals. Make sure your goals are achievable. Make sure they're achievable. If they're not achievable, you're going to run until you are fucked out. You won't be able to achieve those goals. So ensure you set SMART goals. Make sure that your goals are time bound. Set a time that by the end of this time, I want to achieve this, and make sure it's also realistic. If you are setting the goal to lose 50 pounds in 1 week, that is not a realistic goal here. If you have been eating sugars, taking coffee, and you're looking at going off coffee, you want to tail it off, and you're telling yourself that, oh, by tomorrow morning, I will stop drinking coffee. That is not a realistic goal. But you can reduce, probably you've been taking 10 cups of coffee, and you want to reduce it to maybe like 5, then you reduce it, you keep toning it down. You go to like 3, you go to like 2, till you are able to do it completely. You're able to live without it. But if you say, oh, by tomorrow morning, I will not be drinking coffee again, no, you're going to fail. So ensure your goals are SMART. They are specific, they are measurable, they are achievable, they are okay, what is R now? Yeah, they are achievable, they are time bound. Ensure that your goals are time bound. So if then they must be realistic. They must be realistic. That is the R. I almost missed that out. Yeah, it's even here. Specific, measurable, achievable. They are relevant and realistic. They make sure they are time bound. So all this will help you. The next thing is to create a plan. Now you have a goal. It's not enough to just have a goal. You must write out the plan with which you want to achieve that goal. Your goal is to lose weight. What are the things you're going to start to do to lose weight? How much exercise will you have in 1 week? How many hours of exercise will you have in 1 week? How much of calories do you want to reduce or do you want to increase? Like how much of fruits and veggies do you want to add to your meal? So all these things, there has to be a plan to achieve your goal. If you want to go to school, okay, I want to go to school, there must be some specific goals. Or you want to start saving money. You want to start saving money, you should be able to have some specific goals. Don't say, oh, I'm going to start saving $200 every week. How much are you making? You have to make sure that you start small and now grow into it. Do it gradually and have a plan. Have a plan, break it down. That probably on a daily basis, probably you earn this much. Then I will be able to put aside 10% of the money every week or every month. Start small and now grow into it. Scale up. So break down your goals into smaller, actionable steps. This will make it more manageable and achievable for you. You will not just be talking out of your head that you're going to be able to achieve this. You are also putting in writing the steps you're going to take to be able to achieve those things. The next thing is you must track your progress. Track your progress. That is why you must keep a note. You must always have a book with you and your pen everywhere you go. Track your progress. When you eat something you're not supposed to eat, put it down. If you eat, maybe you said you will not be eating too much cakes, and you see yourself eating sweets, put it down. When you put it down, you'll be able to look back and look at the situation that led to it. So track your progress. If you said you will be drinking 8 glasses of water every day, and you are able to, maybe you were drinking just 2 glasses before, and you were able to move up to like 3 glasses, that is commendable. Celebrate it. Celebrate your progress. By the time you do it next time, you can move to 4. But don't just start in one day. Don't start taking 8 glasses in 1 day. You will fall by the wayside. You won't be able to keep up with it. So track your progress. Regularly monitor your progress towards your goals. Then adjust your plan as necessary to stay on track. Adjust your plans as necessary to stay on track. The next thing, which is the fourth thing under these tips, is to seek support. Seek support where necessary. Don't hesitate to seek support. Somebody said, you don't have because you don't ask. When you ask, you will get. Do you know that even the good book said, ask and you shall receive? If you don't ask, you don't get. You don't get it. So don't hesitate to ask for help. Don't hesitate to seek support from friends, from family, or from professionals. So having a support system can keep you motivated and accountable. When you have a strong support system, that they will be cheering you on. They will be able to tell you that, oh, you are doing well. Oh, you got this. Keep moving, keep going. You can achieve it. Now, I want us to look at this inspirational quote. He said, the greatest wealth is health. The greatest wealth. So, are you looking to have wealth? The greatest wealth that you can have in life or in your this one world that you have come to is health. This was a quote from Virgil. Virgil. So, I want to round off by saying that when you set clear and achievable goals for both your health and financial prosperity, you can make this second half of the year a period of significant personal growth for you. It will be significant. You'll be able to look back and you'll be able to pat yourself on the back that you did a good job. You'll be able to tell yourself that, oh, you did very well. So you will be able to look back and praise every step you have taken, especially when you have tracked it, and you will also be able to know that, okay, this is what I did that helped me to achieve this. Then you will be able to strengthen that you did. So I always tell people that your greatest asset is a journal. I used to have problem with journaling, but now it's my best friend because it helps you to put down everything that comes. You don't lose information. You don't lose ideas. You don't lose the things you're supposed to track. If you did something that you were not supposed to do, you put it down. You put the time, you put the day, you put the circumstance that actually led to that. By the time you are going to look back, you will be able to see what happened. You'll be able to see why it happened, and you'll be able to know the things that surrounded the happening. Then you'll be able to know how to guard against it next time to ensure that it doesn't happen. And if you did something that was positive and you track it, you'll be able to look back and look at those things you did that brought about a positive solution, a positive result to you. And you'll be able to strengthen that. You'll be able to reinforce it. You will know the things you did that actually brought about that level of progress. And you'll be able to do better. You'll be able to make it better. You'll be able to make it work. That is why you need to have a journal. Make your journal your best friend in this second half of the year. Get one and commit to doing it. The other time I was talking about this book. Let me grab the book real quick. I said, you get the book. It will help you. I started reading this book, and this book has been of a great help. This book has been of a great help to me. Miracle Morning. I don't know him. I am not marketing for him. But since I started reading this book, I have been able to sort of adjust or improve on my health goals, my financial goals, and every other thing. Because the best time of the day is your morning time, where you'll be able to prepare for the day, where you'll be able to set the tone for what the day will be like. You will receive some fresh ideas because at that point you don't have distractions. Nothing is distracting you. It is just you, because it is the first few hours of the day, just as you are getting up. You get up, you go brush your teeth, you do some things. They call it savers. Savers are things that you do in the morning, and just like as it is called, savers, to really save you. S is the first thing is silence, which is meditation that we talked about here. Meditation is the same thing. So the next thing is affirmations. Speak what you want. Like I told us about mindfulness. Be mindful about the present. Then look into the future and speak what you want. That is affirmations. The next thing is visualization. That is SAV. Visualization. Visualize where you are going to be by the end of this year. By 31st of December 2024, where do you want to be? You should be able to visualize it and just see yourself living, L-I-V. You are living there. You are living, L-I-V-E. You are living in that moment. See yourself in the end of, by the end of the year, see yourself living in the fulfillment of your goal. See yourself improving in your health, or you have improved in your health. See yourself to have achieved your goal. That is visualization. So E is exercise. We talked about exercise here. Exercise is life saving and life giving. So the E is exercise. The R is reading. If you form the habit of reading, even if it is just 10 minutes every day, it opens your mind up. It opens divine ideas to you. And the last one is scribbling, which is journaling. When you meditate, when you read books, you get ideas, you put it down just the way it comes to you. And when you put it down, you can visit it and run with it. It will help you to plan, to help you to reduce stress, because you know what you are doing part time, you know what you are doing every day, and you know what you are going to do to be able to achieve those things. You know the steps to take, and you will just leave the things you have, the savers you have done in the morning, your silence, your affirmations, your visualization, your exercise. Exercise is going to give you it's going to release a happy hormone to you. The exercise, the reading, and the scribbling that you have done in the morning is like you have set the tone for the day. You just go into the day and live that fulfilling day. So that is how it is. So in conclusion, by setting clear and achievable goals for both your health and financial prosperity. Yes, we need to match this almost on TikTok. Yeah. And let's match that because it's almost timing out. So when you set clear and achievable goals for both your health and financial prosperity, you can make the second half of this year, you can make it a significant personal growth and success. So remember, every small step counts towards building a healthier, wealthier you. Start today. Start today and watch how the synergy between prosperity and health transforms your life. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Sandra. I don't know if any of you have any question or any contribution. You want to add a comment? We have been looking at prosperity and health, the connection between our prosperity and our health. That is what we looked at today. And I'll quickly run through the summary. We look at the vital connection of both, because when you have good health, you'll be able to have prosperity, because you'll be able to work on your business, you'll be able to work on your job, you'll be able to work on your ideas because you have good health. And when you have financial strength, to financial stability, when you are prosperous, you'll be able to access some good food, you'll be able to buy or access the kind of food you want, you'll be able to access gyms, gym instructors, you'll be able to access the quality health care that you need. So both go hand in hand. Then we looked at the synergy between prosperity and health. So we looked at financial stability and the health access. We're going to access health when you are financially stable. So we looked at the health as a foundation for our prosperity, because when you are healthy, you'll be able to pursue your ambitions, and you'll be able to have opportunities will be opened onto you. You have fundamental success and prosperity. We look at stress reduction. When you have money, at times you go to bed because you don't have to stress on how do I pay my bills. You can do it just with a click or just with a tap on your phone. You're paying the bills. So it reduces your stress. Then productivity and performance. When you are healthy, it will improve your productivity. It will even open you up to greater opportunities and career advancement because you are always there. You are energetic. You have this superpower inside of you. So you are going to be given greater opportunity, greater privileges. But if you're always calling out, cannot come to to your job today. You have this sick off, so they're not going to call you for something greater. So we need to work on our health to ensure that we get it up there. So we look at how we can set our financial goals. So setting financial goals, we look at budgeting, we look at saving and investing, we look at debt management. We look at debt management, then setting health goals. We look at healthy, balanced diet, regular exercises, then your mental well-being. We now look lastly at the tips with which we can stay on track on our goals. We look at setting SMART goals, which are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. We look at you creating a plan on how you are going to walk into your goal and ensure that you make it happen. Then we also looked at creating a plan. We looked at tracking your progress. We looked at seeking support. Then this inspirational quote, I cannot go without saying it for the last time. It says, the greatest wealth is health. And that is from Virgil. So on this note, I want to say thank you once again for being a part of this. Thank you for all the people that joined. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you so much for the likes and the follows. I will appreciate a follow from you. If you're not following me yet, I will appreciate a follow from you. And definitely, I'm following you right back, even as you follow. Thank you so much for being there. So, on this note, I want to say bye and have a beautiful night. See you again on Wednesday. Bye.